Hold on. Up, stream's live.
Oh, never mind.
Alright.
Nice,
Okay,
nice.
bye.
Bye.
Well, alrighty then. Okay, third time's a charm. Welcome to the finals of the Reverie eSports weekly tournament. I'm Lupus Donahue. I'm going to be covering play-by-play today, joined here by Jack Sparrow.
Hello.
Alright, and we're about to tell the teams that we are ready to go and get in on this champion pick and ban phase. It will be a best of 3, and right now we are seeing... What are these teams? We see Black to the 9 against Supernova. I'm really happy to see Supernova playing again. Worked with them a couple of months ago, and generally they're just a really cool group of people.
Yeah, I met them all in Virginia at the LEC Squared event, and they're all really nice guys. And girl, the one, worst Lux.
I actually have never seen her play Lux.
I did once. It was good. She's not actually the worst Lux.
Ah, okay. Might be me. Never touched her in my life. Alright. I've heard you have actually played with SS for Fail though. How's he play?
He's an overall solid player. I've just played against him in solo queue a couple times. Usually does pretty well. I don't know, nothing too special about him.
I mean,
Plays a lot of Irelia though, so we'll have to look out for that.
when someone's a challenger tier, you hope to God that they play pretty well. Alright,
Yeah.
here we go into the pick and ban phase. Let's see what's going to come out of here.
I'm expecting all the juggernauts to either be banned or picked, because they're
Definitely,
pretty strong on this patch.
Yeah, Darius. I'm actually wouldn't be surprised if a Garen slipped through with a couple more nerfs to his movement speed. That's really going to bring down his early game, and just not allow him to transition. But as of right now, we're seeing a couple odd bans coming out, probably targeted. Janna, Nivea, Tom Kench, and Nidalee banned out in that order. Pretty interesting stuff there.
These all seem like target bans, except for maybe the Mordekaiser. Oh, and there's the Irelia ban.
There's the Irelia ban. But the Darius first pick.
Yeah, that's not too surprising. Darius is really strong right now.
Are we going to see a response to Juggernaut coming out? The Skarner, you think?
I think Skarner's pretty good, but I don't know if he's like as good as Darius. So it's a possibility, but if it doesn't go through,
I'd peg Skarner a notch or two above Darius personally, because he just has so much movement speed and mana regen when he's running around in that jungle with those points captured.
Yeah, that's true. But if he doesn't get those points, then he's not the best. He's still like the old Skarner. Still has the mobility issues and problems getting onto people. But the Spires do help. And a Gangplank being picked up, which is really good. Gangplank's really strong right now. Lots of global pressure and insane damage.
Yeah, he's just such a strong character because he does have that armor penetration, I believe, when he Qs his barrels or even just ignites them.
Yep.
I played against a game where a Gangplank was almost above normal farm for his lane, just because he was able to get so many CS with that ultimate going into fights and everywhere, just being able to keep on top of farm. It was really scary.
Yeah.
And that ultimate being so large coming into the late game fights can really affect a team.
Yep. Elise and Syndra being hovered. If these two picks go in, then the blue team's really skirmish heavy. If they have lots of small fights around in the jungle and whatnot, they'll do really well.
Victor being picked up. Now, he's a very strong champion with sort of an odd kit, but definitely is going to be able to bring that magic damage that people look for in a mid lane.
Yep.
I'm not sure if he's going to be okay against a Zac gank, or even if Gangplank roams or teleports in, if he's going to be able to get away. He is a very slow champion, not clunky.
Yeah, he is immobile, so except for the Q speed, once he upgrades his ult enough, though. Or not his ult, his item, sorry. The Zac and Gangplank could definitely punish him, though. If Zac goes into gank and Gangplank ults at the same time, Victor would probably be dead. Oh, and the Fizz mid, too. That would be really good for setting up ganks onto the Victor. They'll probably look to camp him.
Tristana, Fizz being locked in. Alright, yeah, Fizz going for that mobility to sort of capitalize against the immobile Victor. And the Tristana just being a very safe AD carry because she does have a couple of escape mechanisms, but still brings a lot of damage to the to the fight.
Yeah. Really good at sieging and taking turrets because of being able to put her explosive charge on the tower and just chunk it really quickly. Hovering Soraka though. I wonder if they'll actually pick her.
Yeah, but isn't, correct me if I'm wrong, Soraka is still, no,
Oh, okay.
that's not
They
list.
yeah.
My question is irrelevant, and is Sivir picked up? It looks like everyone's actually picking their own champions as well. No trades coming out, no priority picks being picked up.
Yeah. Interesting, but I guess like the priority picks like Darius and Gangplank, they are top. So the first pick we'll just hold on to them.
And even Zack's going to be very strong with all these health items being put on the field that have their own damage. Zack could even be one of the champions that is extremely powerful when he gets a Titanus Hydra.
Really? You think Zack with the Hydra? I don't know about that one.
Scale off health. Scale off health.
Yeah, but it's like for auto attack. Zack doesn't do a lot of auto attacking.
Why not? Just put some attack speed on him. He's fine. He's fine. He's just gonna flail around. It's like how I would fight if I had attack speed runes. I would just sort of whip my lanky arms around. It's gonna be fine.
Lulu getting locked in for the support pick. I don't know how much I like that. I think Lulu's much better in a solo lane where she can get farm and items and build AP to be more of a threat with the bigger shields and ult. But the utility is still nice. I think blue team's comp definitely has the edge though.
Really?
I think so. They'll be able to run in there with the Sivir and the Nautilus, lock someone down, get the resets for Darius, and also just really strong pick potential with Nautilus and Elise.
To be fair, if we're talking about blue team being the... Alright, so blue team picks a fight that is very good for them. I can actually reveal summer spells, even though I said earlier, doesn't really matter because everyone's going to their assigned roles.
Yeah.
No big plot twists here. We're not seeing Shen mid or anything crazy like that.
Yeah.
Red team actually has the availability to escape all of those mechanisms. Zack might have a hard time getting out, but Lulu can Whimsy, Urgent Rampant Growth, I believe is her ultimate.
Wild Growth, I think. But yeah, lots of... Yeah, the red team is really safe, except for maybe Gangplank. If he's out of position, he doesn't have any real mobility.
I've got to argue that because whenever he pops those barrels, he gets a move speed boost, which a Gangplank that is impressive, like, knows how to chain barrels and just place them down and get that boost, is going to be able to capitalize. He does have flash, yes, that's every 5 minutes, but he also has those oranges.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if a Gangplank at this level yellow is going to be caught out more than once or twice, at most 3 times a game, where he's not able to get away.
That is true.
Gangplank
Also
is
with the Lulu,
like,
he'll be fine.
Yeah, he's notorious for getting away, as a champion even.
Yeah.
Huh.
Just over a minute until we can get in the game.
Alright, say both teams are coming out fairly even, say 40 minutes into this game. Who do you think's actually going to be able to win a late game team fight with these spikes? Victor with all that damage, or Tristana hitting that stride with the Lulu able to keep her up with that Whimsy?
I think late game, the red team has the edge because the late game Gangplank is insane, as well as Fizz being able to just pop someone, and then Tristana will have her range by then, so she'll be safe. I think red team has the edge, where blue team, their comp kind of falls off with Elise and Darius, because Darius will be able to be kited in the late game, and Elise generally is just stronger early game. But then Victor, is really strong all the time. So if Victor gets going, it could be a problem for the red team.
I actually really agree with you there, because there are just so many champions that Lulu's going to be able to give help picks and just get so much damage out. Though the only thing is, with Gangplank now, with the changes to Randwind Zoman and a couple other items, they've really nerfed critical damage to the point where it's not going to be as snowbally as it normally is. Alright, but we're getting into the game now here. Let's see if anyone has that skin supremacy or skin intimidation factor working in their favor. I hate talking about it, but we do. I don't know why. This is the thing casters do.
They've got the bot lane synergy with the Warden, Nautilus, and Sivir. That's pretty cool.
I don't know. This is just... Question, do you count Captain Gangplank as a skin?
Yes.
Okay. They are pulling out skin intimidation for Supernova because Darius, SS for fail, does not have a skin.
Yep.
So close. But that Warden comp, the Sivir Nautilus, they look like exceptional skins for both champions, in all honesty.
Supernova going with the invade on the top side, grouping up as 5. They might catch out the Darius here.
What? Oh, you loaded in before me. Rip.
Oh. Whoops.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! I'm still not in the game.
Oh, darn.
Rip. Did anything come of it?
No, they're just getting wards in the enemy jungle, scouting for a 2v1. Yeah, it's just pretty standard, going in, getting wards. Getting out, setting up for normal lanes, it looks like.
How am I still loading into this? Report UNLV internet. I have an apple. Ah, there we go. Okay, I'm in.
Nice.
This is an extremely clean setup now.
Yeah, it is. It's really nice.
Alright.
Darius and Elise double jungling. Pretty standard. Same with Zac and Gangplank. Both teams opting for the double jungle.
Gotcha.
They're sending Tristan a top lane though to solo. And then leaving Lulu in the bot lane to solo. That's pretty weird. Soaking 2 ways, or 2 lanes of EXP. But leaving the support alone is kind of weird.
It's not a support if you build it right. We've seen Lulu mid plenty of times in competitive play even.
Yeah, but this Lulu is support. She is the spell piece.
So, my question is, Gangplank gonna be going bottom then? Gangplank is bottom. It's just solo top Tristana.
Yeah, I think that's to abuse Darius. Darius can't do anything against ranged champions.
Gotcha.
Unless you're like way out of position, getting too close trying to fight him. And then Gangplank can farm fairly safely with the parley and barrels.
Barrels. That sounds like this is still a sort of a weird lane swap, for me to see at least. It's a half of a lane swap.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, Gangplank getting that hope picks is gonna hurt a lot if he's able to get a good parley off of it.
Yep. Oh, Gang coming in top lane on the Tristana. She jumps out, which is fun.
Great, coming out mid lane. It's taking a lot of damage. Not gonna be falling just yet, and Zac in the area.
Yeah, Zac wants to set up for a gank here. Victor doesn't know he's around. This could go well for Supernova here. Oh, Fizz is going in, he doesn't know Elise is coming. And Zach left.
Does have more now though,
Has
but
to
it
play
is
flash.
late. Has to blow that flash to try and get out of there. Zach going in, landing right on that gravity field. He's going to get stunned up, taking a lot of damage here. Rocking that passive Fizz, going in for a kill, not being able to finish it off with that ignite. Dropping extremely low. Zach still trying to pull himself together. Is in that gravity field, going to use that flash, trying to get away. Victor almost getting that first blood with that laser in view. Auto attack still not enough. Zach jumping in, trying again to get another kill, but everyone's still walking away with their lives. Lulu roaming in from the topside river is going to be using a couple skills, but not able to pick a kill. Gangplank left to 2.
Yeah, lots of summoners blown there. No kills though. I'd say that went in the favor of the blue team though, just because Victor didn't have to blow barrier, and Zach got his passive off.
I'm surprised Victor didn't blow barrier, because there was a lot of times where he was taking a lot of damage in that fight. Zimmer doing a very good job of trying to keep those barrels down, not giving Edward Elric any power in that. Now it's a 2v1 on both top and bottom for the respective teams.
Yep.
Another auto attack, well timed on a barrel as it decays before he can even pop it. That's going to be starving him of those silver doubloons.
Yeah.
Or silver serpents, not doubloons. Silly Lupus.
Yeah, I think Gangplank will probably fare better in this 2v1 though, just because he does have some range skills at least, where Darius is fully melee. As well as Tristana being able to take turrets faster than Sivir.
Tristana going to be taking under tower and taking a lot of damage, but survive. What's coming out from
on the bot lane.
Nautilus onto that Gangplank is going to be first blood here. Nautilus taking a lot of turret shots, but not enough to take him down. I guess he's not worried that death is late. And There's going in for a fight, actually having that ultimate plug. A couple of skills, getting a great hook, using that Q, trying to get some power, isn't going to have enough damage to be confident with an ultimate.
Can you change the stream so that we can see the items and CS of the champions and whatnot?
There we go. Sorry, I'm going to try and alternate between big fights, going to that minimalist setting, just so I can get the most vision possible for calling shots.
Yeah, it's all good. So, Fizz with the lead in the mid lane in CS, which is surprising since he is the melee champion and Victor can harass him down. And most of the other lanes going in favor of the blue team though. Only winning the mid lane for red team. Oh, a dive coming in the top lane here.
A lot of damage coming out, but Darius is going to be falling before he's able to pick up a kill on anyone.
Blue team replies with the dragon. Smart. Gangplank also just to mess with them. Probably not going to get any kills or anything, but
it's going to be hurting that at least real bad to the point where she can't take it much more. Still going to be an easy enough dragon.
yeah. They trade the top tower though, so it's not that bad. A kill and a tower for dragon. It's pretty worth it.
They still have that gold lead on the red side.
1k gold lead. Just under. They'll probably send Tristana down to the bot lane now, put Gangplank back up top so that Tristana can work on taking the bot turret now.
Yeah, she's such a siege heavy champ, and finally getting that barrels off, but Bell doing a very good job keeping them down still. 3-man push out from near bottom.
Another dive coming in.
And repel from now from Elise. Zimmer's going to be taking damage first from the tower, Nautilus taking off, and Elise able to pick up a kill, and all of them walk away from it.
That's gonna be the tower going down too. They're just gonna let it deny the minions first, then blast hit it when it gets low.
Canceling the auto attack.
Oh, Zach coming down. This should be a dead Victor. Yeah.
And easy pickup for the red team right there on Supernova. landing on Tristana, even though she rocket jumped away, that didn't interrupt it. Fizz going to be taking a or that's Lulu actually, sorry, looks like a fish. Lulu going to be taken down here by the flash coming out from Nautilus. Teleport coming out from the gangplank. He is going to be trying to do something here, but the barrel didn't come up fast enough that he's going to be able to pop it, get that slow. Zach and Fizz coming in from the back line. Sivir dropping very low. She is going to be taking that explosive shot. Picked up by Fizz instead. Nautilus also going to be going down for a kill.
That was a really good chain of events for the red team. Getting gold onto their carries, both their ADC and mid laner, 201. The only one really having problems on the team right now is the Gangplank.
And that's the thing that the Gangplanks aren't really able to farm those Silver Serpents. He's not going to be having that power spike from having an upgraded ultimate. Personally, I've never even been able to get a second upgrade on an ultimate just because it's a hard thing to do. You need to get a lot of last hits with your parley.
I haven't played the Gangplank much myself, but yeah, I've never seen anyone get like all three ultimate upgrades before.
Pink ward almost outside of the bush.
Yeah, just barely.
The bush almost jukes her. Blue buff going over to Fizz. Nautilus and Sivir still going straight to the bottom lane and just shoving it out.
Yeah. It's funny, they probably should go either mid or tops to look to get more turrets down, but I guess whatever works. Fizz fighting the Nautilus here.
Yeah, Fizz finding Nautilus as he tries to catch a couple deep wards. Lulu regrouping with the Fizz and Sivir coming up, but no one's gonna really want to commit to that fight. Beautiful cocoon right onto the scuttle crab.
Oh, Gangplank ult's coming in. They might try to engage here.
That is going to zone them out of actually going back to the tower, and they're just going to take the river for the easy way out.
Yeah, Sivir ult off.
Sivir using that ultimate to try and get the team back together. He's taking the full step. Gangplank taking a lot of damage, having to flash it and to use Origins to try and get out. Everything is okay.
No casualties on either side. Oh, Victor might go down here. Fizz looks
Flash coming down, that's going to be worth his ultimate going out. What's the Victor coming out? Is Zach is going to be bouncing onto the Darius. Darius trying to use that ultimate, not going to be picked up. Instead, the damage on time going to pick him up, coming out from his. And there we go. And another kill coming out for the blue team, able to pick up the kill onto the Tristana.
Yeah, they're gonna translate this into a turret unless Gangplank can do anything, and then probably back and regroup top lane.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
I think that ended up being a 3 for 1 for
Definitely worth for the blue team, and they're still able to maintain a gold lead that they took back, even though kills are even. And
yeah, they have the tower and dragon lead, and then just winning CS in every lane except missing, helping to advance that gold lead. Red team might get the mid turret though. Oh, just getting some damage onto it.
Let's pop in the shield to reset the auto to better destroy award. Well played, sir.
Lulu getting caught.
Lulu getting caught. Jack's right there, finally revealing himself. Victor actually going to be using that gravity field. Chainsaw coming out with the cocoon on Elise, picking Zach up with the mop.
That's probably going to be dragging if blue team chooses to go for it.
Yeah, that should be another dragon. They should be able to come in, but Victor's going to be walking right into a fish. Chum of the Waters landing squarely on him as he gets polymorphed as well. Not going to be doing enough damage to take him down. At least taking out the dragon alone, while Darius is doing all this go to Pew. Fizz has it. It's 3-0 and still can't burst to Victor.
Yeah. Victor did use his barrier there though.
He did? Alright. And Fizz is also sitting on 1,000 gold, so that's going to help as soon as he's back in this fight this time.
Yeah. Gangplank forced to use that ult to clear.
Swing shot coming out from Zach, able to knock him up, but they're not in the Gangplank ult and walk away taking fairly little damage.
Fizz picking up that Lich Bane now though, so he'll probably be a real threat now that he has that. He only had the components beforehand when he jumped on Victor.
Gotcha. Both teams sort of just line of scrimmage right now, no one really wanting to fight.
Yeah. They're probably both waiting for item power spikes. Like once Gangplank gets the Triforce and Tristana gets her IE and Darius getting a cleaver, both teams probably just waiting for the big spikes so that they'll have the best opportunity to win their fights.
Gotcha.
Zach looking for an engage. Just goes
They hit the minion squarely on the nose with those. With that one.
Yep. Fizz is looking for a pick, but they're too grouped. Can't do anything.
Oh, Death Bush. The infamous strategy.
Oh, he just pulls the blue.
Didn't
Denied.
even have
It is.
they did have nice there.
Saber ulting. Just on his jump though.
Kill with that hook. Looks like they really want to force up this mid lane though. Darius isn't with them and Gangplank's going to recall. They've been really shoving this mid lane over all the others the past couple of minutes now. Really trying to focus down this inner turret and take a big objective from them. Quick shot coming in, left bound, but also Gangplank ultimate using that cannon barrage. Nautilus getting caught out, very backline is going to be doing a lot of damage to getting dropped extremely low. Darius teleporting in is going to be using the guillotine. He's going to pop Zach past, not going to be able to pick up a kill. Fizz going back in on the roll. He's going to be trying to do something, at least able to pick up a kill. Harley finding Darius not being able to finish him of all the people. But Victor is going to cut you down. Oh my god, another fight coming down here. Taking that second breath and picking up so many more kills.
That was a really good fight for the red team, going 4 for 2, and they're probably going to pick up mid turret off this for sure. I don't think they'll get any other objectives though.
They could push if their minions get here fast enough. Gangplank. Assigned to CS. It's shooting the wrong barrel. Alright. Alright. But they got the turret. They got the turret.
Oh, just on him, I died at the rates. Yep.
Raptors! Raptors MVP!
A lot of big items were picked up before that fight. Tristana got the IE. Gangplank has his Triforce now. Darius doesn't have the cleaver yet though. It'll be a huge spike once he gets that. Looking to take down the last outer turret top now.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
They're gonna have to defend top, but red team's gonna wanna go for dragon and top turrets here.
Gangplank coming out here. Gangplank being annihilated. Every member of Black 9 is going to be participation there. Easy tower once he's taken off the field.
Yep. Blue team most likely gonna rotate to mid or dragon if they stall enough time. Oh, take on the song.
Donna trying her hardest to get out of there, but regardless, that's her repelled. Zach trying to get out of there, but again, it will be picked up.
Fizz managed to kill Victor somehow during that, so it wasn't a complete loss for the red team. But
I call that 3v1 for tower trade because that fight was right after that top push.
yeah,
It's Victor was merely a consolation prize for that fight.
yeah. Yeah, dragon 10 seconds. Blue team's gonna pick that up, no problem. Red team not even looking to contest it.
The problem because it's the third dragon.
Yeah. This is gonna be a pretty fast 5th dragon if they do keep getting the dragons on timer when they spawn. Looking at like 32 minutes. 32 minutes around that.
Up,
5th
Gangplank
dragon.
upgraded his ultimate.
Oh, nice.
What do you get? What do you get? Fire at will.
Oh. Which one is that?
It's the it's longer duration or more shots.
Oh, okay. There isn't much of a gold lead now, even with the 2-tower advantage that blue team has. Only a just under 2k gold lead, so it's still either team's game.
Definitely. What do you think of the matches so far? Like, who do you think is the strongest person besides this Fizz for this for Supernova right now?
I'd say the Gangplank, just because he just upgraded his ultimate, he has the Triforce, and he can pop their squishies really easily. Like, the only tanky there's only Darius and Nautilus as the targets that Gangplank can't pop. The others have no armor at all, so those are potential targets for him, and he'll do a lot of damage to them, especially with the armor pen from his barrel. Tristana is a threat too, though. She's close to a static shiv. Blue team starting the Baron. No vision on there for red team, or they put down the ward and they stop. Looks like they're just going to dance around Baron, try to bait them into it, or take it even if they get enough vision control.
Don't know why Gangplank is backing right now. He does have teleport up, but he needs to be there for his team at this moment. It looks like they're going to be committing.
Oh, they're just trying to bait it.
Baron. I thought they had started it.
They're gonna wait for Lulu to come. Oh, she gets
God!
up for the wall. Oh, she doesn't end up dying. Oh, Darius
The plot twist! That was an extremely expensive kill for them to pick up. But that does give them the man advantage for any fight that they're going to be trying to fight now. Or are they are going to be going for that Baron.
Red team should be able to stop this. If they get a good engage with Zach, he's going for it.
Zach is going to slingshot in. He's going to be using that left spell to target up the rest of the team. Fizz is already in there. Pick up on Ding. Forward Gangplank onto that Darius. Fizz is also going to be getting a kill into that lead. Sivir and Victor running for their lives. Zach going in, not being able to find the Victor, but that did stop the Baron push entirely. And not a single member of Supernova died that fight.
Yeah,
Very
they
well
managed
played
to
by
take
them.
out 2 and 45, and they're chasing down the remaining 2 members. Doesn't look good for the blue team right now.
They do find that Sivir out. That is going to be a pick up a kill. Victor running farther and farther into this team. Teleport from Darius coming out. He is going to be trying to focus down this bottom tower. All of Supernova is going to be beelining straight towards him. Yes, they're low. It looks like Tristana and Zach are going to back, but that is going to be a tower for him. Is he going to be trying to fight this here? He is not going to take the tower yet. He is going to be taking a couple of shots that is going to change this fight dramatically. Is able to pick up that tower right now, and is going to be walking away. Talk about a juggernaut.
Yep. Yeah, that still went in the blue team's favor. Supernova got the kills, but they managed to get the bot tower. And yeah, that's about it.
And again, Merit is still on the board. Supernova keeping this gold lead to 1,000 still though. Working very hard at this game, trying to keep, like you said, they're known for their organization. They keep together extremely well, and they do really know how to play as a team. That's really coming through here right now at this point in the game. Let's do a slingshot coming in right onto the lead. She's going to be picked up by a small auto attack now from the Tristana. Darius is going to be taking a lot of damage again. Gangplank teleporting into the fight after dropping his ultimate. Zach still going in on the backline, using it as bounce. Victor flashes away, doesn't get knocked away. Gravity field locking on Fizz. Troll pull, trying to get him in closer. Not going to be able to pick up anything else there on that fight. Sivir, meanwhile, at the bottom turret for some reason.
This should be a free tower for Supernova, and then they can look to go. I don't know what they can do after. They're probably just gonna have to back out, regroup, and try for another tower.
A lot of damage from that gravity field again, hitting that Zach. There we go with that lead though, expanding it to 1,500 gold in favor of Supernova. That is going to be a play. She's getting caught out there by the hook coming in from Current. Current is actually going to be turned around and gets picked up by Worthlux for another kill. Cocoon able to pick up and lock down Edward Elric for Bell on that Sivir. Beautiful boomerang Cocoon combo right there.
Dragon just spawned. This is gonna be the 4th dragon for blue team. They're getting close to that 5th drag threat. Supernova's gonna have to contest the next dragon or forfeit the 5th dragon, which would be huge for blue team.
Alright, so yes, they do have that 4th dragon secured, but remember how we talked about earlier, Red Team has the better scaling champions. We're going to be seeing Fizz just get stronger and stronger. Yes, Victor is too, but the more health that we see coming out on Zach is going to make more of an impact no matter what Elise tries to build because she's an early game champion. And now we're seeing Gangplank actually be able to take hard kills, do a lot of damage. Once we see him start doing a little bit more, there we go. Fight starting, but backing off. Everyone just taking their wards and taking their time. We really haven't seen much contribution in this game from either top laner. Both of them actually have killed the top laner in 5. Edward Elric finding that Victor is going to be trying to fight him. Victor doing a great job turning around and auto-attacking those barrels though. That really did deny his Gangplank's movement speed buff coming out from destroying those.
Yeah. Yeah, if Gangplank got any of those barrels on the Victor, he probably would have died there just from that damage.
Not to mention the slow and move speed buffs that Gangplank would have had to close the gap.
Yeah.
Laser coming out. Nothing much. There's going to be a tower here. Sivir just having so much strength and Baron's coming up. Now let's see what happens.
They're probably going to look to bait around the Baron again or rush it depending on how much vision control they can get. But Supernova, their team, does have great vision control around Baron right now.
They really do have a good job, and as many wards as Nautilus can clear, he was the only one with a red trinket on his team.
Yeah.
And actually, Elise does have it, but it's not upgraded, so she can only do that one zone. I'm actually surprised how people have actually upgraded their trinkets at 29 minutes into this game. Tristana getting locked up, blown up, knocked up, coming in from the Zaki. He is going to be using the left round, but instantly trying to back out of the fight. He is going extremely deep onto the picture, and he's not going to be able to finish the kill. Or slug and then Zach trying to get away. Zaki is actually able to flash over a wall and survive with a minuscule amount of HP. Is Victor gonna go for a right laser? No.
Looks like blue team's just gonna head to the Baron and take this. It should be free.
Where was Gangplank?
He was running back with the back line, trying to kite. He was hitting Darius and he got a lot of damage.
That's gonna be a fairly easy Baron pickup. Darius is low, Lisa is low. But no one's in line, and that was extremely late. Both coming out for the Gangplank. Maybe try to go for that initial burst with the Baron for the steal. Yeah. Not this time, though.
Blue team's probably just gonna group up siege mid lane with the Baron buff. I think they're strong enough with the Baron stats to take fights now, especially if they get a pick on a priority target like Tristana, like they did the last fight.
That pick on Tristana was extremely big. With her BF, IE, and Zach shit, she's gonna be doing so much damage if she can just stay alive.
Yeah.
Not finding a goodie of 2 orbs. Or not, maybe? Will we get it?
Gonna get it.
Did we get it?
Well, it doesn't end up getting it.
Rip.
Supernova's gonna have a hard time defending from a siege. They don't really have any real wave clear outside of the Gangplank barrels, which can be destroyed, so it's not that reliable.
Tristana, in a way, can wave clear. She's getting the last hits that would help, but no one's going to be taking out that last cannon minion who's still on the tower.
I don't think they have the range to get it without being.
Even the smite just on it.
Yeah.
They're just using that cannon minion to the best of their abilities, and it's still working on that tower. Gangplank having to use that flash trying to get away from Darius. Already has that Black Cleaver passive proc on him.
Mid tower is really low. Probably go down on the next wave.
That cannon still doing work. Look at it.
Yeah.
Look at it. MVP. MVP. A lot of just stalemating, and that cannon is now getting reinforced. Just no coming in from Zach, but the tower's already down. He's in his passive and he's going to get picked up. There he goes, dropping down. Fizz using that. Zonia is not going to be able to do anything once he comes up. Gangplank already dropped. I think that's going to be game here with a full 5-man
that should be game. Unless Tristana and Lulu can pull up a miracle save.
They need to get that Zimmer. They need to get that Zimmer, and the guillotine coming out. Not going to be able to pick up a kill on Tristana. Lulu's getting dropped extremely low, and they do have low health bars, but there's too many people to actually make it effective for inflation to go in and finish this game. There we go. First game of the series going to overdub. What's the team out of this?
The blue
Back
team.
to the 9. Alright, we'll be right back with a little bit more. We're going to take a break, make sure we're into the next game. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Reasons why I need to hold on to everything. I don't know what to say now. I need to hold on to.
Alright guys, we're just waiting on one more caster to be joining me. He was actually playing League, so he's getting out of his game soon. We'll be coming right back in a couple of minutes when everything's all set, and I'll be back with you guys. Looking forward to it. Take much more now. I can't hold on to everything. I don't know what to say now.
wanna fight, and my city's drifting away. I know it's not right, but the night is calling, the night's calling me. I don't wanna fight, but my city's drifting away, away, away.
The Dowdy? Yes, sir.
Okay! Alright, we're back! Just about time. This time I'm being joined by my good old friend, Defu, the one and only.
What's up, everyone? How's it going?
He'll be taking over color commentary for Jack Sparrow, who had to cut out. I'm Lupus Donahue. Again, we're gonna be taking over I'll be taking over play-by-play. We'll take over casting.
That's all you.
I'm sorry. I'm so glad to be back.
I hope
Gucci,
everyone's having
start
a
the
good
game.
night. Oh, apparently, Vel, look at these Challenger Diamonds versus Diamonds.
Hey,
What?
I'm not gonna lie. Supernova put up a darn good fight last game.
They did.
They actually drew out the fight entirely. A couple misplays turned over the game, but that's how you see in these high and low games. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Supernova able to take it home this game. We do see the exact same bands coming out. This time, actually seeing Black the Nine ban out the Darius instead of letting Edward Elric pick it up. Last game, I don't know if you were watching Defu, but SS for Fail actually did a marvelous Darius top lane, really able to transition into that late game, and we just saw a lot of beautiful plays come out in that last game. There was so much just well-trade plays, and everything was just so calculated last game. It was really good to see.
And one of the things that I'd really like to see out of all of these teams is how the team communication goes. When you go into these high-level plays, it is sure the skill levels have to be at a certain point, but there is a point where human limits takes over, and it does plateau at a certain point in League of Legends. There's only so many button clicks you can do, and when it comes to that, it is up to the team communication between each players. Who's played with who the longest, who's had more scrims with other teams, who's basically good at rotating around the map, putting down lots of ward coverage, and then being able to transition and make plays on multiple fronts on the map.
One thing I want to say, we talked about this last game. We've known personally, well, I've known personally Supernova for months now as an organization, and they've always been a very tight-knit group and really play off each other's strengths really well, and just generally know how to work together. So we did see a lot of that play out last game, and I don't know, I want to say that this game is going to be the one to watch. Of the series, this is the game that you want to be here watching with me, with Defu, and just see who wins it.
And just getting all that hype up, get ready for some late night Saturday
Live from
night
Vegas hype.
action.
It's not late night for me. 7 o'clock, baby. West Coast, Best Coast. Hashtag I can say it now.
Please, it's all about that East Coast swag. We got them boys up to here.
Just because you have the server near you means you think you're better than yourself. Alright, so we do see Elise getting picked up as a first pick. Wondering if that's going to be traded around. We didn't see any trades last game in Champion Select. We do see Maokai and Rek'Sai on the other side for Black to the 9. And Braum being picked up for Supernova. Now, if there were no trades, I would have to say that's a mid Braum. And I'm gonna say that's a mid Braum because I want to see that happen.
In your dreams, Lupus. Let's be real here. Braum in the mid lane.
No,
I'm not
no, in
too
my
sure.
dreams is Leona jungle becoming meta.
Yo, okay, I won't argue with you on that one because Leona jungle is pretty strong. Not gonna lie.
Yes!
I can.
Professional
It
stream,
could
someone
definitely
admit
have a lot
Leona
of
jungle is
uses.
good besides me. I feel so validated.
But we do see Supernova coming up with a really nice team comp for the first 3 picks. They have Garrett and Braum, who are really damage soakers in the front line, who are able to take a lot of the hits and allow more of their back line to really do
Yes.
as much damage as long as possible. The Elise pickup I really like because she does have that mobility. Not only does she have the stun of her cocoon, but also the fact that, you know, Elise is a good jungler. She has some really nice base damage on her spell, so she can dish out a lot of
Base
damage if she's left unchecked. However, over on the red team, we do see that that Orianna ball combo. Orianna has a really nice initiating team. She can follow up onto
That
the
is
red
a
side
really
or the
good
Maokai.
team in general for the red team at the moment with the Maokai. That is a very wombo combo-y team. I wouldn't be
Definitely.
surprised if we saw them actually pick up the Lulu Tristana game this time, which we saw Supernova use, and it had a sort of bit of a weird comp. So, personally, I would like to see the Tristana Lulu comp just as this is our version of it. This is how we play these champs, and not in a disrespectful way, but just everyone plays a little bit differently. No 2 players play the same, or else.
Yeah. Otherwise, this game wouldn't have too much diversity in it. You know what I mean?
Now, if we go back to blue team, you said we see Vayne and Ari getting locked in there. Both of those very mobile assassins. We seem to see blue team pick up maybe 2.5 frontliners, if you want to call at least one of those, and depending on how she builds. But Garen is very squishy late game, and they've even nerfed his movement speed.
Yep.
Both off his base and off the bonus he gets from his Q. So personally, I find him to be, as far as Riot is concerned, the quote-unquote juggernaut, the weakest link. And I actually don't even ban him now. I haven't seen a good Garen in a while, where the pickups are the Mordekaiser, which actually is not banned or picks this game. For it is still hovering. We could see it, boys. We could see it.
No, I doubt it. This team comp that they have around with the Kog'Maw, who is a really nice hyper carry into the late game that can match a power spike of a Vayne, I really like that pickup. Because of the fact that they do have the Wombo combo of the Rek'Sai and Maokai initiating for their team fights, plus the Orianna ball to speed up, as well as the ultimate for the Shockwave, and the Lulu is going to be there for the peel. She has that ultimate to give, you know, an ally as much health as she wants, in addition to a slow and a shield.
That being said, I'm going to be bust and argue. Protect the Kakop is great, and they do actually have a really good basis on it in this game. But what about, bear with me now, protect the Mordekaiser?
Why? This Mordekaiser, this is just because of this.
I want to see Jungle Leona, support Thresh, and Mordekaiser bottom. Could you imagine how much damage and just ridiculousness that game would be? That'd be hilarious. I'm sorry.
I agree with one
favorites.
It would be ridiculous, yes. Would it work out? Not so much, because sure, Mordekaiser right now is broken, but who knows? You know, once he gets
But
past.
he's broken right now. You said the key word.
But not against these teams. You know, these teams are pretty much well
To be fair,
rehearsed.
he'd only be against the one team.
Huh? Okay. whoever plays against it, they'll know how to counter a Mordekaiser ADC. Come on, these guys are the top of the top.
Oh my god, I just remembered All for One. All for One Mordekaiser.
No.
Wait. It's like the Ravens taunts the world.
Oh yeah, no. That was bad. That was bad.
Now we see champions actually being traded around a little bit. And on the blue team, we do see top Garen coming out against the Maokai. Rek'Sai is going to be fighting off against Elise in the jungle. Ari and Orianna in the mid lane with the Vayne, Braum comboing against a Kog'Maw and Lulu.
Yep. it's interesting to see how this bot lane will play out because of the Braum passive in the bot lane. We can land a nice Q, and then Vayne can get a couple auto attacks on. That could be an instant kill right there. Plus, she
Plot
has
twist.
depth.
Braum has an attack speed. He relies on his attack speed himself. Who needs Vayne to assist in stunning people? Have you
Braum
seen
is
his pecs?
Right? Braum is the real ADC. He has that ignite, so he is ready to go aggressive in that bot lane. Meanwhile, Lulu's going with the standard exhaust on her support in the bot lane.
Probably going to be a lot more helpful, especially for that protected COD comp, when we do see Garen, Elise, Vayne, and Ahri all going after that squishy, immobile, lovable monster.
The little caterpillar thing, you know? The little
It
caterpillar.
depends on the skin. Sometimes he's a butterfly. I also really don't like that skin for him. It completely demasculates him. It should have been Mothra, in my opinion.
Mothra?
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
Please. That is
Okay,
all.
I would play Mothra Mothra? Cock Mothra?
What?
Yes.
No. I mean, it's like a bot, but it's a caterpillar. Caterpillars don't really, evolve into. Anyways, enough with that
Do you
biology.
know biology?
Well, I took like it in high school.
Some caterpillars become moths. It's just a thing. That's just the thing that happens. Okay, but who do you have winning this mid lane? I know, generally Orianna being a very utility mage is very good against AD assassins, but how does she fare against Ahri?
I mean, I think it's just gonna be a skill matchup. Whoever can dodge skill shots will probably be the best shot at winning that mid lane.
The best
I
person
do
with
think.
skill shot is the best shot.
Yes, exactly. There you go. You got it. But like, if Orianna could just dodge, the charm, she'll be fine in the mid lane. But if Ahri wants to go all in, she does have a lot more mobility than Orianna does. So we'll just have to see who we're gonna hit skill shots, basically, because those are very skill shot dependent champions. And here we are into the game already. Wow, that loading screen is mad quick.
Wait, you're in the game already? God darn it, League! I'm the one that needs to be broadcasting things. This happened last time. Like a full-on fight went out, and I just couldn't see it.
Well, Lucas, sounds like you need to get with the times, because we are already in the game, and we already see Supernova grouping up. We might possibly see a very nice engage in the bot side river here.
I love professional tournaments because you don't have to worry about putting people into LCS order. It's great. They're already there.
Oh, you fancy, huh? So this invade from Supernova gonna get spotted out by a couple of wards here from the enemy red team. So they're well prepared to back off, and it looks like they're just gonna give up this positioning right here to Supernova. Oh, this could be tricky though. Kog'Maw and Lulu have to be careful of this tri-bush. It is not warded at the moment, and Supernova still have a couple members hanging out here. But Ahri does give it away though, as Supernova does prepare to evacuate that bot bush.
So we do see a little bit of an odd thing where Rek'Sai is starting off on the weaker leash side. Okay.
I mean, they did see they spotted up the invade, so just to be
where's
safe.
Elise? Okay, Elise is just like, this is my life now. I guess I'm starting blue buff. Is she going to start Grump? Oh, she's starting Grump.
It looks
she's
like
starting with the bad neighbor.
Supernova's gonna be starting with the Gromps, and Red Side is just gonna be starting with. Supernova's starting with Krugs for their bot lane, and Gromps is gonna go towards Lulu and Kog'Maw. So they're both gonna be going for that early level 2 experience level here in the early game.
I've never seen such a perfectly jungle cleared.
Right? This doesn't happen too often. Even Maokai is coming in for the assistance to help out, a friendly... to help out the friendly red side.
We actually saw that last game where they're doing this double jungle at least until the first camp. Then the top laners are going to recall.
Yep. Some nice exchanges here going down in the bot lane. Nothing too much happening. Both top
Yeah, they're
laners.
just exchanging compliments. Nice shield,
just-
Braum. Good skin,
they're-
Cogmore.
They're just saying hello to each other. Greetings. As both the top laners both have TP'd back up to their respective lanes. And yeah, that's pretty much the early game aggression so far coming up between these two teams.
It's truly interesting. I forgot to put on the god darn overlay again. There we go. Not bad.
Who's a faster clear? It looks like Elise is the fastest jungler clear, right? This looks like she's already taken
Yes.
her red while Rek'Sai just finished up his blue. It'll be interesting to see
But
if
Rek'Sai has more minions.
that's true. That is true. I just want to see if
How
they
did
were
you
gonna go fight over the scuttle. But I guess not. Because a lot of junglers like to get that scuttle early in their jungle path in order to not only get the extra gold, but to get the early scouting information.
Hold on, we do see Rek'Sai trying to set up for a burrow in gank, coming in for the bush. We are going to see gank coming out from Elise. Rek'Sai is going straight onto Elise with that on burrow, but it's going to be a stun and a couple of silver bolt rocks coming out from Bane and Braum right onto him. Rek'Sai not going to be able to capitalize onto the Elise, and Braum jumping away, covering everyone. This is gonna be another one of those games where we don't see first blood until 10 minutes, even though there's like 5 fights a minute.
That was
happened
really
last game. There was very low kills in each game.
But that was really close. They had really nice focus fire. They instinctively just directed all their fire toward the Elise and the Rek'Sai, so both of the enemy junglers.
Yes.
And both of them had to blow their flashes to get out. And that was
Yes.
really well played by both teams.
It was probably the best thing Rek'Sai did, that she did go for that jungler, one because she was low, but if she had not been going for Elise would have stayed in the fight, done a little bit more damage, and probably actually would have been able to pick up a kill onto Rek'Sai.
Yup.
Very good on the spot reaction. We do see Everdelder taking a couple of hits from Maokai to the face. We do see Unfurrow coming out. Not going to be Unfurrowing directly. Charm coming out from the Ahri, able to interrupt it for a little bit, but she's going to be flashing to get away and live.
She'll live for the next couple minutes until
Yeah, I'm
Rek'Sai
telling you, this is going to be another one of those fun games where we don't see First Blood for a while, though we do see Elise coming up here for a gank, and Garrett's just like, Farmville.
She'll be doing a little bit of damage to the Maokai before. I mean, he's too close to the turret. There's not much she can do. The friendly Garrett has already backed up. He wants to take the farm instead, which is a pretty nice call because he is going to be picking up just a couple extra minions before he recalls back to base. As Maokai is going.
Neither of them have their teleport, so it's going to be a long walk back to the lane. Garen sticking around a little bit too long, not being able to jump the lane actually. Because there was such
Meanwhile, on the
minion
bot lane, Maokai, Kog'Maw needs to flash out before he gets too much damage out. Lulu gets stunned out, so she has to flash out as well. So both flashes
I
on
didn't want to
both.
talk about it. It was a boring fight.
You're boring.
I was right on the streaming it, and I'm just like, I don't want to. No, pass. Nothing's gonna happen. No one's gonna die. I'm calling it now. We do see Rek'Sai coming out with an Umbrella, able to land onto Vayne. We do see Vayne flashing back into the tower range. Polymorph coming out onto Braum, who does not need to flash out because he's a man.
He is a man. He can
Telling
take
you,
those hits.
The pecs of defense.
The packs of defense. Oh my god.
It's like a legendary armor, bro. Give it the time. We do
Garen.
see Garen dropped extremely low, ultimate coming out a little bit late from the
Yes!
Maokai, but that is going to be first blood picked up on SS for fail. Cocoon coming out beautifully timed, Braum coming in there with a shield. Not going to be able to get that passive off or even a stun at all onto the Cogmall, but that is going to be Rex. They're doing the 1-3-1 comp already.
They are. And I mean,
Real bot lane.
that was a good job on Maokai just to be able to see that Garen was taking tower aggro, snare some under the turret so that he would take a couple more turret shots, activating his ult just to do enough damage, and as we all like to say, hashtag calculated, giving his team that first blood goal. and he'll be able to finish his Catalyst and Protector now, on his way to that Rod of Ages. Rek'Sai gonna be going in for a little bit of a jungle invade.
Ari actually going in very well onto this Orianna, able to get every single one of those dashes off with the Ignite. Is she gonna be able to pick it up? The shield's coming out from Orianna is actually going to be picking her up. Is picking up her health to the point where she doesn't die. But Ari is very low. Rek'Sai not going to be able to get over the wall with a poorly placed tunnel, but an ultimate shockwave coming out from Orianna, which is even worsely placed. That is not a word.
You know, what is English? How to English?
I don't know whether I'm a play-by-play caster or work for Webster Dictionary.
Neither. Dun dun dun. You've been fooled all along, Lucas. I mean, that Ori ult was just a little bit out of range, which is why she had unfortunately missed her ultimate. Ari almost got the kill on the Orianna. Unfortunately, the Ignite damage just wasn't enough for her to really be able to secure that kill.
May I just say one thing? I really enjoyed that they changed the Judgment icon first game on the Garen. Look at that, on the Maokai.
Yeah.
That looks really good, actually. And it's the little things that I love that the artists do in this game.
Meh. I don't like that passive. It's too scary. Judgment? Like, I don't want to be judged, man. Stop judging me.
This is why you're single. Me too, though.
Oh! That was
Garen going, taken back by Maokai, having to use that flash. He does see Rek'Sai and is going to be backing out of the fight, but is he going to be able to get away alive? Red buff is ticking, and he gets away with it.
just barely though. That red buff just wasn't enough damage to be able to finish off that kill.
Yo, I burned you more than that red buff burned Garen.
Alright, you and your partner got the style. I'm so done with you right now. You don't even know. Please. Sir. Sir, I don't even know what to say to that. Other than that, this Ari is trying to engage onto the Orianna once again, but Ari's gonna have none of that. Sidesteps. You know, the sidesteps and the protect. You know, command protect. Easy peasy. Everyone in their lane farming well. Garen is going to be slightly behind.
A little bit of a trade coming out down bottom. We do see Braum committing with an ultimate polymorph coming out on Vayne before she's able to actually do a lot of damage. We do see Rampant Growth coming out on the Cockball, but Condemned's going to knock him away as well for the kill. Maokai teleported down, able to get his kill onto Vayne for himself. Rek'Sai also coming in for Princess Invasion as Maokai flashes and secures another kill. Double kill for Maokai. Maokai for President.
Wait, you could just really say Maokai for president?
Dude, have you listened to how he's going to make us a sustainable country?
Because he's a...
Yes. Yes.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, sure, why not? Red team, because of that double kill that they got in the bot lane, they are going to be starting this dragon.
We do see Elise trying to contest it for a little bit. That is going to reset Dragon. Are they still going to contest it? Vayne and Braum beelining over? Nah, they're just going to take Scuttle Crab.
take the consolation prize, you know, instead of the dragon, you're just gonna take the scuttle instead. Oh, he doesn't even get the dragon. I mean, the scuttle at least manages to snag it at the end, anyways.
Plot twist.
Exactly.
Bro, shielding the pink ward. What a bro. Lee's getting dropped extremely low. Orianna being very fed off the CS that she's able to pull off. And we do see a big fight coming out here. A stun coming out from the Braum pass and is able to lock up on the Lulu, but a shockwave coming out, landing on all four men of Supernova. We do see Ari actually falling for a double kill onto the Kog'Maw ultimate. Garen and Vayne trying to get away. Unburrow coming out, going making a triple kill for the Kog'Maw. Very well played, Val. Very, very well played. On point with those skill shots.
That Orianna ultimate was juicy. That 4-man ultimate, that was a lot of damage across the entire enemy team. And with the follow-up from the Rek'Sai, especially the Kog'Maw with that double kill, that really puts them back into lane, into the game. And right now, I mean, you could just see, look at the gold. Red team is ahead, almost by
Landslide. A landslide is actually worth exactly 4.5 gold. from
Exactly.
gold.
So they're getting themselves a really nice early game advantage, and as a Kog'Maw, you really like that. As a late game carry, you really want to have the early game advantage to move the power spike a lot.
We do see Ari using that ultimate again, going to be using a charm, able to pick up a kill here. Yes! With the ignite, Maokai looking for this, at least trying to do a little bit of damage, changing target onto the Ari? No.
No,
I wouldn't be
not in the
surprised
turret.
if he decides to go a little bit deeper.
Go a little
Just a
ham.
little bit.
Just a little. Just a little.
Just a smidge. Just a sapling.
Just a sapling. So first dragon does go to red team. Really nice pickup that they got the first dragon. Able to take that objective control for this early part of the game. Whoa. That was
Wow.
explosion.
What? I didn't even get to call that.
That, I mean, Maokai snare, under turret, the Lulu burst with her burstiness. Even as a support, she does damages. Meanwhile, on the top end, Garen does manage to take up the first outer top turret for his team, so that does take out the tower advantage from both teams, as that score will be 1-1.
Supernova not being able to really take a foothold in this game other than it being tied for towers.
Yeah, I really like the transitions that the red team have been able to do. They're really good at rotating around the map and setting up plays. You can see a lot of just the players just roaming around the map. Like top Maokai, he's not staying in the top lane. His tower's already gone, so he's just been helping his team wherever he can. Another fight breaking out.
Reducing Garen, taking it extremely low before a fight even breaks out. Shockwave coming up, able to knock both him and Elise up into the air. Rampant Coast coming out on Maokai, bumping his health extremely high, as well as knocking them both up again. A lot of damage coming out, not able to pick up a kill though.
Vayne is going to be rotating up from bot lane, as will the Kog'Maw.
Vayne
is going to be
rotating
slightly
into a
behind.
team that's turning right onto her.
Oh
Now,
no.
Rek'Sai coming out with an Umbrella and a shield. Braum going for the couple-man knockup is going to be assisting, at least get a kill onto that Maokai before going down himself. Again, Vayne coming into a fight that was just not made for her. All of her team was way too low to even help. Kog'Maw picking it up with another beautiful couple ultimates.
And you know, coupled with his already finished Trinity Force, he's going to be having a payday right now, as he got another double kill. His Trinity's Force is already finished. They're probably gonna, red team's probably gonna take up
Really easy to
this.
beat Kog'Maw because he just eats anything, even that Ari with another
Even that
beautiful ultimate.
And you know, takes up another kill for himself. He is currently 6-1, which is crazy for a late game carry
His
such as
only
himself.
death so far this game was after a trade in bot lane with a party.
Yep.
That still they were able to pick up Vayne and Braum for.
Exactly.
And the only reason he didn't get a kill in that fight is because the Condemned knocked him away. It was very well played, but we haven't been able to see anything replicated like that. Vayne actually finding Orianna. That's going to be a lot of damage. Is she going to be able to pick up a kill? That Shockwave's going to be coming out right side with a flash and a sweet breath. Going to change the tide. Yo, is
Hey.
that Nami? Changing the tide?
Hey, no, I was about to say that's Nami's line. You can't take that away from her. That's not fair. That line belongs to Nami and only Nami. Aight?
Bruh. Do you even tide? Ari getting caught out here by the Maokai. That was a terrible line, and Maokai's just taking no damage whatsoever. Already having a... He only has a Righteous Glory, but he's 3-1-3 at this moment. He's going back in for a fight. He's doing so much damage to this Ari. I can't even imagine how he has all this damage in his kit.
Yeah, he does have a lot of the same damage with just 1 APL. He does have the 2 Doran's range, which helps out a little bit. Meanwhile,
Doran's
Garen,
rings don't chunk in Ari.
but I mean, if you couple it with his stats, you know, they can do significant damage. Garen trying to push out that second top tier turret, but unfortunately for him, red team's already rotating up there as Kog'Maw takes out the bot lane outer turret for himself. Just gonna be him and Vayne having a nice fun time there as two ADCs meeting on the fields of Summoner's Rift. Lulu's going in for a little exploring herself into the enemy Elise's jungle as well, she couldn't really find much because Elise is backing. Kog'Maw has to be careful now.
Kog'Maw doesn't have to be careful. Okay, maybe he does. Oh god. Kog'Maw, take priorities, getting that far.
He was just a little bit overextended as
A touch,
right?
a smidge. A dabble. Dabble.
What?
A dabble overextended.
A dabble?
Shh, let it happen.
Did you just say a dabble overextended?
He dabbles in overextending.
Okay, you know what? You and your vocabulary, fine. I see how it is.
They
Alright.
call me Webster. Webster
I can
Donahue.
I can use big words, I mean sophisticated words as well.
Malachi teleporting in with the home guard going straight into the Elise. Gonna get cocooned and not gonna get stun coming from the Braum passive. Garen going in very deep, trying to get onto that Rek'Sai, then realizing he should just be targeting the Orianna. They are going to be able to pick up the kill on Lulu. Kog'Maw trading shots with the Vayne is going to be condemned into a wall, and that's gonna be nothing with that passive. But an unfurl coming out from the Queen's Wrath on Rek'Sai is going to be picking up another kill. Almost able to save Vayne Braum with that couple of stacks on. Rek'Sai, if they would have kept one more shot, I want to say, on Vayne, just to practice silver bullets.
Yeah.
Ari doing a great job being a target for Braum to use stand behind me and get away over the wall. Braum taking a lot of damage from this. Oh god, Garen's turn to teleport home guard. Oh god.
He's just gonna get chased down now. Plus the Q that removes slows. He's not gonna get far. The poor tree.
No.
He wants to
Oh
live.
god, the flash silence.
Ooh.
Oh, the flash silence and the judgment.
I really hate Gary using that ult, because my screen, after he used that ult, I feel like my screen is just wrecked from the animation, you know?
I feel like that's entirely okay because he's Garen.
I just hate seeing that right after Garen ults, but this does allow blue team to start dragging for themselves. Looks like red team is just going to be able to give this up. They are down one man, and you know, there's just one dragon, so that's a-okay. Both teams will now have one dragon piece for themselves. Good team fight there, coming from blue team, able to peel away from their carries and able to let their carries become alive. And oh no, Kog'Maw.
Oh god. Having to flash that
Yeah.
Q coming out from Braum was probably the best decision. Definitely secured him getting away. Left no questions because that would have just been another hard slow hitting him into a stun.
It wasn't gonna be pretty for that Kog.
No, he would. He's already died twice in recent history since you said he was 6-1.
Caster's curse. I jinxed it. Too bad we'd have a jinx, otherwise that would've been better. Get it?
This is why I make the jokes.
Shut up. Fine, you know what? All jokes go to you then. Vayne gonna be securing this red buff for herself because, you know, Elise is a friendly spider for her team. I really like this deep ward coverage coming from red team. Because of this ward coverage, it allows them to move deeper into blue team, to Supernova's territory, and be able to really try to set up plays for themselves. But I mean, Supernova's doing a really good job of.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that Lulu's not going to be able to get caught out here by the charm coming out. Max range Orianna, command protect, rampant growth, going to be hitting her. Not going to be able to save her life. Is going to be helping to take out Ari. We do see Garrett still in the fight, trying to spin to win and take out someone. Malachi not having any of it, going straight in on this Braum. And this Elise going to have to use the repel. Blue buff's not going to be there. She's going to come down right to her own death. Malachi again using that twisted advance, able to pick up a double kill for his jungler.
Yeah, this is the type of thing that red team's going to be looking for. They want to set up these plays. I mean, sure, Lulu got caught out, but it was all planned, of course. So
Calculated
got
worth. Hashtag anything you can say.
exactly. So now they'll just be taking out. In addition to a couple of kills, they want to take out the secondary turret in the mid lane. There are 3 members here for red team. Oh, good charm though. Landing on the Maokai. The red team doesn't want to push the Lux, so they're going to be backing off.
Landed on
this.
Maokai, I couldn't tell because he had the same exact health.
Stop it. He takes damage. A little bit, but he takes damage.
He takes damage like Batman sleeps when there's justice to do. None of it. None
Just,
of it.
just.
I don't know why I went there. But like big Batman reference.
Okay. Okay,
Okay, Raven. We do see a lot of folk coming down. Braum again getting caught out because he's just trying to stand behind his allies. And Rek'Sai able to pick up a kill for Kog'Maw with another great on burrow. You couldn't tell that Rek'Sai's burrow range has been nerfed a couple of times since she's been released because it's still landing every time we see it in this fight.
Yep, that is true.
Lulu able to pick up a kill with a flash after a command distance actually coming out. She is going to get away. Garen actually letting Vayne pick up that kill. Very, very generous, Garen.
Very generous.
He's a merciful god. It's also Rek'Sai that's his nemesis, not Lulu.
Okay.
Playing the character.
So with that, finally they were able to take out the mid-tier 2 turret from Supernova. Supernova, they're gonna have to find something. You see the map? It's littered with red team wards right now, and
Red team wards and Rek'Sai tunnels.
and the
You could
tunnels.
only have 18 tunnels or something like that.
8, not 18, because that would be 8 tunnels max. 18 would be a little bit ridiculous. Oh no, Vayne having to flash out here.
Of her own
'Cause-
jungle.
Yeah, of her own jungle. That's what Vision map control is. How scary this can be. They have wars everywhere in the jungle. I mean, blue team's starting to clear it out right now, but
And they're just starting to decay.
that's also a thing too. So, but because of that vision control, you know, they force Vayne to have to use her flash just to escape from her own jungle. Oh,
Okay, actually finding the Ahri. And Garen, you find it Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai. No wait, that's Kog'Maw. That's all Rek'Sai's picture. Rip. Kog'Maw getting taken down by Vayne. Another kill over to that Vayne. If they keep this up, Vayne's actually going to be taking a lot of steps to catch up to this Kog'Maw. She's only a transit force behind, but scoreboard doesn't matter.
just for now, Ahri has already finished her first 2 items as well as the Orianna, who has completed her Thieves' Holy Grail, as well as her Death Hat, while Ahri has her Luden's Echo and her Morellonomicon. Yeah, that item has a really long name. Maokai's gonna be the one who's actually taking up the market for his team, so he's gonna be super duper tanky, plus the active with the shield. So not only is he gonna be using the Righteous
Reducing
Glory
damage,
shield,
but he's also going to be shielding his allies.
exactly, he'd be doing a great benefit. Oh, Orianna managing to steal the Gromp away from the Elise. Dragon is gonna be out for 20 seconds, so that could be the next point of engagement right here.
You see Righteous Glory coming out from the Maokai as a flash twisted advance. Blocks up the Vayne. She is going to be getting away. Maokai's going to get dropped extremely low. Is it low enough? How low can you go to death?
God. Unfortunately for
We do
Red
see Rek'Sai going back in with the Orianna ball on her. Burrow and Shockwave coming out, flipping out. Ahri and Braum, Garen quickly to follow. We do see Vayne trying to run away. Bird coming out from the red buff on Kog'Maw, going to be able to pick her up. Kog'Maw and Orianna actually acting like a front line, going in fully deep and able to pick up a kill here.
triple kill for
Kill
Kog'Maw.
and an ace for that Kog'Maw. 10, 4, and 6. Looks like they're going to be backing out, picking up this Baron instead of going for an inhibitor. That's definitely going to help out, and since you're going to have a Kog'Maw that can siege almost as far as the Cannon minions with Baron buff.
Yeah, and that's what makes him such a really good late game carry. Not only because of his range, but because of his mixed damage, so he's able to do a lot of damage.
We do
And
see
people-
teleports coming out from both Malachi and Garen. Garen going straight in, getting a kill on the Rek'Sai, but he's going to be turned around on his own. We do see Ari and Braum coming back into the fight. Braum actually getting the Baron with his ultimate. Look, Lulu actually falling to Ari, but Malachi turning around and picking it up for a kill on her Kog'Maw, getting another kill of his own. The Braum!
The Braum able to pick
The
that
packs
kill,
of
but
manliness, did I call them earlier?
yeah.
They are showing.
Oh my god. I mean, that was a really nice Baron steal from the Braum. They were really able to turn that just a little bit around in favor. They were at least able to get the Baron buff, but I mean, Red Team were still able to secure
Now,
3 kills out of that.
If they're able to pick up a couple of towers here, that's not only closing the gap to gold, but that's actually freeing up the map as well. And there we do see Vayne actually able to pick up a kill 2v1 against Malachi, and she's going to be doing it again.
Oh,
right there on
shit.
the Rek'Sai, coming out from the Elise, and just able to do so much. I am so surprised that in such a high level yellow game, we're seeing 29 minutes, that mid-outer turret is still up.
Still alive, yeah.
Red Team has just been protecting and pushing so gosh darn hard. First dragon, or second dragon, going over to blue team. We do see Supernova actually able to pick up a kill right here onto this Orianna. Yes. Though Ari went down first and actually had to give that, making a 1-for-1 trade. We do see Edward Elric.
Well, he just got melted by the Congo.
Yeah, I couldn't remove this slow since it's an AoE. I had to get locked up. Lulu, risking her own life to try and just protect Kog'Maw.
And that is what a good support will do. Shout out to all my fellow support players out there. You guys know what it's about. Not you, Lucas. Please, you and your puns. Puns
of damage. It doesn't mean I'm
Yeah.
not a support.
Oh, okay. Sure. Vayne finally be able to finish her core items pretty much. She has finished her Blade of Rune King, Phantom Dancer, and her Last Whisper. So right now is at a really good point where Vayne players can really turn the tide of battle, as we saw in the last couple engagements, where she can 2v1 really tanky people because of her percent health damage plus her silver buffs.
Charm whiffing just barely. Whiffing as the Whimsy comes out. And they still do have that Baron buff for a couple more seconds at least on that Vayne, who's done a great job with her positioning recently.
She has, and that's what. I mean, she's been pretty much caught up here with the Kog'Maw now. I mean, sure, Kog'Maw has a lot more kills, but in terms of itemization in the
And even gold, she's only 1,000 behind.
Exactly, she
That's
is pretty much. She's pretty much a-okay for this game. As long as her team can peel for her, she can dish out a lot of damage. As well as the Kog'Maw, because of his W, for that percent health magic damage.
They need to not do a line of scrimmage though here, because if Red Team gets a good engage off, and they don't even need to get a good engage off, Red Team's just going to harass with the Lulu, the Rek'Sai Q, the Kog'Maw, and Orianna.
Yeah.
The team needs to decide that they need to pick a fight and fight it. But we see Garen going down to the bottom here.
Garen does have TP. He doesn't have TP. He'll be up in a few seconds. Meanwhile, Red Team will be sieging his top tier 2 turret. 4 members of the
That's
team.
going to be a dead tower as soon as we... Braum actually stepping in front, taking a lot of damage.
Like a man.
Man sex.
Man.
Garen still doesn't have that teleport. This tower's going to be going down if Kog'Maw deems it fit. Like, that's just how it's going to play out.
He's got that really nice range. Orianna plus with that poke.
Braum going into the fight to die. Right as Malachi pops his ult on him, Malachi's actually going to be falling as well. Orianna able to pick up the kill onto the Braum. Orianna also going to be picking up a kill onto that Garen. We see a lower health team on the red side having to back away. Black to the 9, wanting to get out of the fight. Vayne being 2 front line, she's going to be taken down extremely hard by this Kog'Maw, who just has so much range that she needs someone else there to try and close the gap. Rek'Sai going back in when Vayne was a little bit out of position, but no one's gonna be falling there at this fight.
Yeah. I mean, it was already good for the red team. They got a 1-for-2 exchange, which is fine.
We
Oh!
do see a flash charm coming out from the Ari Cleanser, Mercurial Scimitar, gonna be used, and he's gonna turn around and do enough damage to make it fair. We do see Condemn and Silver Bolts going down onto Lulu, but Lulu's not gonna be taking a lot of damage. Teleport from the Maokai on the home guard. He's going to get stuck so quickly. He's not gonna be able to do much, but the teleport from the home guard on the Garen is gonna be picking up a kill with the Orianna. He's not going to be able to get anything else there, and Bell is now legendary again. Maokai going deeper and deeper every time for this god darn Vayne. I hate being play-by-play.
Red team good.
Home guard meta, I hate you.
But it looks like finally red team will be taking their fair share of the kills and their losses back up to their team as they back out of the jungle, warding out as they clear out. So they still have positioning of where the enemy team is. Both Baron and Dragon are going to be up in
Witch Hunt. Are they going to be able to find anyone? Cogmal is able to get out alive. We do see Baron coming up in 55 seconds though. Oh my god. What do you think of this game? Does Supernova still have a chance to come back into it?
Oh yeah, definitely. If they keep doing what they've been doing a really good job of avoiding the grouping up for the Orianna ults. Orianna has been forced to just use her ulti defensively. So what they continue to have to do is just appeal for their Vayne. Vayne has been doing a decent job of staying alive in all of these team fights. She's been staying pretty close to the back. When she steps up too forward, however, that's when we see her get chunked a lot.
If you were Black the 9, would you want to prioritize Baron or Dragon? Baron.
Baron. You can give up Dragon. Couple more dragons until the 5th dragon, but Baron is really important for pushing right now, and with those extra large minions, it really helps with their pushing. That is what red team has been doing the entire time, so it'd be very much to their advantage if they can get Baron off of this next fight.
Yeah, gonna have to agree with you on that one.
Of all the things, that is the one thing you agree with me on.
Well, you actually made logical sense, and we're not trying to be funny. But this is red team catching out, great position, Shockwave and Unburrow coming out on Orianna and Rek'Sai able to pick up a kill on Braum. Vayne's gonna be going down, Garen as well. There's only 2 people left. That actually might be game here, depending on how hard they're gonna shove it. They're at least gonna be able to get an inhibitor, maybe even 2. I don't think Elise is going to be able to do this. She's not in the end.
Maokai just be taking all this. He gets slayed in the process. He could probably just traded it with the Rek'Sai for the damage, but that's a-okay. That's a free exit for them. Both Dragon and Baron are going to be up. They have about 10 seconds.
They have their jungler. They have Kag'Maw. It looks like they're beelining for
Dragon. Yeah. Which is fine. As long as blue team right now.
Go out of free. Like wait next to all the random purple.
Yeah. Looks like they should try to make a push for Dragon though. We see Supernova already moving towards that Dragon because they know that red team is at Dragon. Baron, Dragon. The 2 objectives on the map.
Why are you even here?
Blue team moving towards
CSGO.
Baron. You know what? I will go back to CSGO after this.
So who is our CSGO caster? Follow us.
You can tell I don't do this league stuff very often. Baron is going to chuck down.
Rek'Sai going in with the Umbrella, but Elise going to be able to pick up a Baron. And they're actually turning around really quick on the Rek'Sai. And Supernova's going to be now having the pushing power. But they have super minions going down mid. They have a wave pushed almost to the tower on bottom. And look at that huge wave at the top lane.
Yeah, they're just gonna need to fall back for now. They do have the Baron, which is nice, which will help them keep the wave back, for the next minute or so. But what they really should be doing is grouping up like they are now and pushing down mid lane. This is a really nice call from Supernova to try to get more map presence all together and try to get back together in this game. Try to push out, the enemy team.
We do see Cosmo getting a lot of poke again in on this game. And we do see Righteous Glory coming out. Maokai a little bit behind. He's trying to catch out someone. Cosmo flashing to do a little bit more damage. Rek'Sai coming in from the backline, able to pick up a kill. Both on Ari and Lux. Ari and Brum. Brum actually goes over to Oriana. Garen going back in, actually getting the kill on the Cosmo. Their main damage is taken out, but you still have the Vayne. Vayne is going to get knocked up by the Rek'Sai and Maokai combo. Maokai just changing parts, go right in on this Garen. He's going to be able to.
He's so low!
Pick him up! No!
Finally
The
gets
first
this out.
Unburrow that got missed this entire game. That is an ace after Maokai is able to pick it up onto Elise. They're going to be man mode taking this turret. Who needs super minions? You couldn't even tell that Maokai's taking the turret. You couldn't even tell that Maokai's taking the turret. Seriously.
No, because it wasn't focused on Maokai. Both
No,
of them
no,
were on
one
Rek'Sai.
was focused on Maokai.
Nah, one was focused on Rek'Sai. They're both focused on Rek'Ai.
No,
Regardless,
one was focused on Maokai,
both
and that is
managed
going to
to
be a
get
kill
two
going
vexes
over to
going.
Ari on Rek'Sai. Oriana able to pick up a kill on the tower, and she is going to be using that shockwave. Actually knocks Ari surprisingly away from her, and they're all able to back out and make it really worth that Rek'Sai took that tower. Maokai would have been able to live a little bit better, but win some, you lose some. Kill your jungler.
Kill your jungler, of course. Always gotta be with the jungler. This is a very scary situation for any team that has lost both their Nexus turrets. The backdoor of Doom is always a possibility here for Red Team.
When I think backdoor, I'm thinking champions like me that have the mobility, attack speed, and damage. I'm not thinking Kog'Maw waddling up mid lane, just going straight to the Nexus.
It's like a solo queue strat, you know? You avoid all the wards.
This isn't solo queue. This is a high-low 5-man tournament.
Flash through the barrier, and then you take out the Nexus, just like that, you know? Easy peasy. That's how you do it.
You're going to have Kog'Maw blow his only escape to get closer
To the Nexus. Yes.
Go back to Network. We do see Rek'Sai getting caught out here, thinking that he had an upper hand onto this Ari. Actually going to be taken down by the Vayne coming up. Ari going to be dropped extremely low. Oriana has the deeps, and Kog'Maw is going to be using that switchover a little bit too early. He's still going to be taking a lot of damage. Vayne, there's some reason targeting the Oriana. Kog'Maw is still going to be up and alive and taking a lot of damage to their team. Oriana able to pick up another kill on the Garen. Elise sits there as they forfeit. GG did kill Elise.
Yeah, I mean, after that point, you thought Rek'Sai thought he had the advantage, but when he went in, surprise, there's a lot more people there, and they managed to turn that around. So, congratulations, Red Team, for winning that game.
Lax of the 9 taking home the W.
Yes, indeed, sir.
Alright, so that wraps it up for the tonight. Defu here. Well,
Hello?
you're signing off. I'm signing off. Say goodbye.
We're signing off. Hello?
Well,
Alright.
Lupus here. We're going to be signing off. This has been the tournament for Reverie eSports. Tune in next week when their tournament's going to be back up. Hopefully we see Supernova. Hopefully we see a couple of the other teams that were in here and not actually lucky enough to get streamed. We'll be covering them next week. And have a good night.
Good night, everyone.